Hi, I'm Brad Klein, also known as General Moses, and I'm making a movie on original Jamaican ska. Why do I love ska? Ska was in its heyday when I was born, in 1964. But I fell in love with it from after spending years and years working in Jamaican music, being a fan of Jamaican music, and the more I got into it, the more I fell deeper and deeper in love with it. And I found there's so much you don't know once you start really digging and trying to find stuff. So as I was really into the modern music at that time, let's say in the late 80s and early 90s, the more I started digging back into the history and the roots, and reggae from the 70s, and rocksteady from the late 60s, I found that the birth of the music really happened in ska in the early 1960s. And the music is just so energetic, it's so much fun, it's great to dance to, it's great to listen to, and I just felt this real pull and draw to this music. And then I was on the radio. I had a ska radio show in the late 90s that I started with. And I remember it was in late 2000 when I started doing phone interviews with some of these artists like Lord Tanamo and Derek Morgan. And after Derek's interview at the very end of the year 2000, I just thought it went so well. I remember turning to my intern and saying, hey, when is someone going to do a film on the music that we love? And then the light bulb went off and I realized it hadn't been done. So all these other movies have been made on all these other genres of Jamaican music except ska. So I decided, hey, like the Buena Vista Social Club was a really wonderful and popular movie at that time. And I'm like, why don't we try to do something similar to that? So I decided to put on this big, all-star, no-holds-barred ska show with all the greatest living ska artists that are still around today. So I decided to, try to track all these people down. This was before Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So I started calling people through this and that, all the different kinds of connections, and I started finding all these old singers and musicians. And would you guys be into doing like a big reunion concert? Because it had never been done before. And they're like, yeah, man, set it up. So I put it together. And I ended up doing it in Toronto in the summer of 2002 with a who's who of both singers and musicians from that era. All in all, there were 30 artists gathered up there in Toronto. And it was a wonderful time. Everybody loved it. Everybody had a fantastic time. And the music was great. So from there, I thought that was going to be the hard part, was finding all these guys and putting together, this concert, which would be kind of the spine for the movie. But it's really been everything since. It's been really difficult because it costs a lot of money to make a movie. And I've been trying to raise money for years and years, and it has not gotten any easier. So now I'm turning to you. If you're into it, great. We'd love your support. If you're not, or maybe you have other friends that are really into it, please tell them about this so they can help out with this Kickstarter campaign for the Legends of Ska.